Welcome to the Hudson competition gym for some NICL conference wrestling. And we have the Hudson Pirates taking on the Jessup Jayhawks and the Columbus Sailors. First up, it will be the Hudson Pirates against the Jessup Jayhawks. And I apologize, I'm flying solo tonight. Usually I have to come up here and just put the headsets on, and Kevin has everything ready to go, and I just talk. But I'm trying to figure all this out myself, make sure that I'm online. And he says, yep, we're going. He can hear me, so we should be good to go. So we have the Hudson Pirates against the Jessup Jayhawks. And then it'll be the Jayhawks against the Sailors, and then wrapping it up will be the Hudson Pirates against the Columbus Sailors. Looking at the rosters, the open weights for Jessup and Columbus from 182 all the way up to the heavyweight at 285. They do not have anybody wrestling, so I think we will be starting at 120 pounds is what I heard Jim Prather say down below. This will be our last broadcast of the 2018, as we will go on break, Christmas break starting tomorrow, and then we will not be back until I believe there is a home wrestling meet on January 8th, and then the first home basketball game will be here against the Jessup Jayhawks on January 18th. So we have a ways to go before we'll be back on the air after the Christmas break. So they're finishing up the wrestling lineups. And as you see, the Hudson Pirates upper weights are just stepping out there. They will receive forfeits. At those weights, as Jessup and Columbus do not have those weights, the upper weight classes. So we will cut the feed here for the national anthem, and we'll be back with some wrestling. And welcome back for NICL Wrestling. Hudson, Jessup, and Columbus. And as I said, Jessup versus Hudson, the captains will meet at mid-mat go over coin flip and rules here. I believe we'll be starting with the 120-pound match, and that should be from Jessup, Brady, Wilson. And we'll see who Hudson sends anybody out there. They have listed as open. And if you've listened to the couple of wrestling meets that we've done, this sheet is not accurate as far as the changes that have been made throughout the day and which wrestlers are sick and moving around and injured and everything else. So I guess we're going to start at 113, which will be Jack Christensen going up against Carter Littlefield, according to my sheet. And Jack is a freshman. We do not have grades on any of the Jessup wrestlers, so it'll be Littlefield against Christensen to open up, as both weights at 106 pounds were open. And they will be open for Columbus as well. So here we go with first period action. Christensen and Littlefield. Jessup wearing the orange singlets. The Pirates in the blue and white singlets. Littlefield in on a takedown, and he has 2 quick points on the takedown. And working on trying to pull the arm out. Set out by Christensen. Christensen trying to get out from underneath. If you're not familiar with high school wrestling, different than the college, there is no riding time given. In college, after 1 minute, then if there's 1 minute of riding time at the end of the match by one particular wrestler, they receive 1 bonus point towards their score. But there is not that in high school, so Littlefield has been riding the majority of the first period. Christensen's got a hold of the head, trying to spin out of it. Good head control by Littlefield here, though. And they're squared back up, and he gets out for 1. So Christensen's out for 1. It's 2-1 Littlefield. With about 30 seconds left to go in the first period. Littlefield in on a single leg takedown again, just like he was the first time. And Christensen's going to have to give up the 2, and he does. 4-1 Littlefield. Now he's got him in a cradle on his back, and it's tight. Looking for the pin, and there it is. Littlefield, with 15 seconds left to go in the first period, pins Jack Christensen of Hudson, and that'll give Jessup 16 points to start this duel off. Brady Wilson will win the 120-pound match by forfeit, so that should make it 12-0, I believe. So we will head to the 126-pound match, where it should be Jared Zaleski for Jessup against Carter Croffle for the Pirates. So we move up to 126. Croffle for the Pirates, and I have Zaleski for Jessup, and both wrestlers in the middle trying to control the head. Croffle has the head of Zaleski. Circle out of bounds, and they'll come back and start over. Both wrestlers in the neutral position. Trying to throw unsuccessfully. Now in on a double Selesky, and he gets a 2-point takedown with 1 minute gone in the first period. Puts a leg in and trying to turn Kruffel. Awful high is Selesky. Kruffel going to try to come out the back door, but Selesky's got a grip on his arm and head. Trying to wiggle his way out of it, lift him up. 39 seconds left to go in the opening period. 2-0 Selesky. Kruffel does have his head out. Now he comes out and he gets 2-point reversal. So 2-2 with 25 seconds left to go in period number 1. Now Kruffel has looking for a cradle and trying to drive Selesky over. He's got a half in, trying to turn him, and he does. And so he's going to get a back point, at least 2 back points. Now he's trying to hook in the cradle, and he's got the cradle hooked in. And so he's going to get, still got the cradle in as we end the first period. 2 back points for Kruffel, and he'll take a 4-2 lead after the first period. It'll be Selesky's choice. He'll go down. Kruffel will be on the top position to start period number 2. And Carter grabs onto the wrist and then puts the arm bar in. Trying to break him down and turn him. He has him flat on his stomach. He's got one wrist and then puts the arm in for a chicken wing. Not much going on. Kruffel still has the wrist and the arm in. Now he's trying to lean him back into him, but Selesky rolls through it. No points awarded. We've went halfway through period number 2, and it's 4-2. Carter Kruffel on top of Selesky. Carter has got the arm. Now he puts his arm around the head. He's got an arm bar. Trying to turn him. Can't get him turned right now, and this is the way the entire periods went. Now he tries to drive it home, and he's got him halfway over. He's trying to turn him. He's still parallel. The arm bar's way up there. Now he's got one count, but he needs more to get back points. 18 seconds left to go. Now he can only get a 1 count on him. There's one, still 1 count. Now the count's on. He got to a 2 count that time. So he does get 2 back points, so it makes it 6-2. And that'll be the end of the second period. So Kruffel takes a 6-2 lead after 2 periods. Kruffel will be on top to start the third, and he sits right back into him again. And now he's trying to, there he pulls him back, and now he's back in the same position as he was in the second period. Grabs the arm and pulls it behind Selesky, looking to turn him. Got a half with an arm bar in there. Trying to drive the leg over with his other hand. So far, no advantage. 1:30 left in the match, third period. Kruffel on top, 6-2. Now he's trying to drive him. Now he's getting back points. Now he's got him on his back. Now he's trying to just get that shoulder down, and he's got the shoulder down, but he's getting a little too high. He's got to be careful here. But he does get 3 back points and then rolls with him. Selesky grabs the head, but Kraffel has a leg in and regains control, and it's 9-2, under a minute to go in the third period. Now he's off to the side, looking to try to maybe get a cradle in here. Lets go of that and gets back in riding position, stretched out. Selesky flat on his stomach. 20 seconds left to go in the match. Kraffel on top, 9-2. Trying to roll out of it. Kraffel rolls with it and resets on top. Tries to lean him back for back points again. I think this is about the way this one's going to end. 9-2, Kraffel going to win for the Pirates. So Carter Kraffel with a 9-2 decision. And that'll get the Pirates on the team score. Now we go up to 132. Tate Entrican is going to win by forfeit. That'll make it 9-6. Trey Jacobson against Jarrett Delagardelle in our next match. Trey is a sophomore, having a nice season. So it'll be Jacobson against Delagardelle at 138, I believe. 9-6 team score. First period action. Not much action right here. 30 seconds in. Jacobson and Delagardelle. Both wrestlers kind of just filling each other out, not really any kind of tie-up. Jacobson tries to reach for a wrist. Now Delagardelle grabs the head, and now we're locked up in the middle. One minute into the first period, no score. .30 seconds left. Now Delagardelle swings Jacobson around and gets a 2-point takedown. Drives Trey onto his stomach. And Trey on his back. Looking for a pin is Delagardelle. He's got a headlock in. Pretty tight. And there is the end of the first period. So after the first period, it's 5-0 Delagardelle. 2-point takedown, 3-point near fall. Delagardelle will go down. Jacobson on top to start the second. Trey picks him up and returns him to the mat. Delagardelle back up. It's all fours. And they go off the mat and they'll start back over. Delagardelle trying to get out. Jacobson grabs the leg. And now he turns back into him, and now there's no points, so we'll go back and start again. Minute and 20 left to go in the second period. Jacobson trails 5-0. Delagardelle in the down position. Sits out. Gets right back up after Jacobson returns him to the mat. Now Jacobson trying to flatten him out on the side of the mat. Very close to going off the mat again. There's the roll off the mat. Go back and do it again. Delagardelle with the first period takedown, 3-point near fall. Leads 5-0 here in the second period, minute gone. Delagardelle stands up. Jacobson lifts him up. Now turns into him, puts in a wizard, and now squares it back up, and it's 1-point takeout, 1-point escape for Delagardelle. He leads 6-0 with 40 seconds left to go in the second period. Now he's in on a single leg, and 2 points for Delagardelle on Jacobson. Now 8-0 with 25 seconds left to go in the period. Delagardelle has his leg. Now they're on the edge of the mat. Jacobson trying to clear the arm. Go off the mat with 10 seconds left. Jacobson will go in the down position. Jacobson stands up. Delagardelle returns him back down to the mat, and they're going to go off the mat again with 4 seconds left to go in the period. That's the way the period is going to end. Delagardelle 8, Jacobson nothing. Head to the third. Little plug tonight. The start of the third period here. Minute and 30 to go, 9-0, Delagardelle on top. The boys and girls basketball team right now is over in LaPorte City taking on the Union Knights. Kevin drove the bus tonight, so I'm flying solo for double dual wrestling action. This is our last wrestling and the last girl-boy basketball of the 2018 year. As tomorrow, after tomorrow, we'll go on break. They'll have a dead period where they won't be able to practice Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Then they'll be able to go back after it on Wednesday through the new year and start back up after the holidays. We won't be back with you until January 8th. There'll be a double dual wrestling meet. And then the 18th of January, girl-boy doubleheader here against Jessup. 40 seconds to go, 9-0. Delagardelle on top, in on a single leg. Now switches to a double and takes Jacobson down, and it's 11-0 Delagardelle. Now Trey's got to kind of worry about the tech fall. Can't afford to give up any back points with 25 seconds left to go in the third period. Trey flat on his stomach. Delagardelle has a wrist in, and approaching 10 to go in the third. Now he's got Trey slides through. He's not going to get an escape, and there's going to be 2 back points awarded to Delagardelle. and he will win the match 13-0 over Trey Jacobson of Hudson. So Jake Yoder will win by forfeit as the Jayhawks are open. So we move to 152. It'll be senior Isaac Rodriguez, and he will be taking on Chris Vandenberg of Jessup. I can't really give you a team score right now because I know it's not 9-6. Rodriguez in on a single leg and gets a quick takedown 8 seconds into the match. He has Vandenberg puts in the arm bar. Rodriguez controlling the first period with an early takedown. Now he's trying to drive the arm over. He has Vandenberg flat on his stomach, and now he's got it, and he's got it turned, and he's receiving back points. And then there's the pin. Now we got the team score up there. Rodriguez, first period pin, 49 seconds in, and that will make the team score 21-10. The Pirates on top. Now we move up to 160. Keaton Roscovius, and for the Pirates will be Aiden Zook. I know Kevin talked about that he drove the bus down to North Polk, Alaman, Iowa on Saturday for wrestling, and Aiden got second. Fulcher, Rodriguez, and Entrican won championships at North Polk on Saturday. So we have Zook, drives him over and puts him on his back, and Zook's trying to look for a quick period pin, first period pin as well. He's got him on his back, and now he puts the arm bar in. He gets 3 back points, so it's a 5-point move. It's 5-0, and now he's got him on his back again and pinned him. Quick pin by Zook. And that one was quicker than Rodriguez. That was about 48 seconds. Fulcher will win by forfeit for Hudson. So he gets his hand raised. And now we have Ivan Wilson will win by forfeit. This may be your meat right here. I think this is it, because this will be Stacker will win by forfeit, Blake Johnson will win by forfeit, and Caleb Coling will win by forfeit, and that will be your duel. So Blake gets his hand raised. Now Caleb will come out. Caleb will get his hand raised. And that'll do it. I think we have a JV match here. We will have one JV match. It'll be Carter Studebaker for the Jayhawks versus Jake Taylor for the Pirates. I think Jake Taylor, they said, for the Pirates. It's a JV match. So Hudson wins the duel, the varsity duel, 57-10 over the Jessup Jayhawks. Not a lot of wrestling. Most of those points were forfeit points. So I'll just go ahead and leave the live feed up for the Jessup and Columbus match, but I will not do the broadcast for anybody that is out there that may be watching from Jessup or Columbus can enjoy their matches, but I won't broadcast, and then I will be back. I apologize. I think they said Jake Taylor, and I don't know all the Hudson wrestlers, but he is on top trying to turn the Jessup wrestler. 2-0 in the first period. Jake trying to turn him. Now he spins him back onto the mat. 1 minute gone in the period, and it's Taylor on top. He's got a half in, trying to turn him, but the Jessup wrestler has a hold of his leg. He's trying to clear that leg. Now he's lost the half, and now the Jessup wrestlers turned back into him and grabbed the leg. And now we're going to be back to neutral, or we're going to get a reversal out of this with 5 seconds left to go. Yep, there's the 1 point escape. So they give him an escape because the period came to an end. They couldn't give him an escape until they found out if he had a reversal. And so it's 2-1 in this JV match. Taylor will go down. I didn't catch the Jessup wrestler's name. He is in the top position. Puts in a half. Taylor stands up, gets out. Now Taylor goes in for a double and can't get in deep enough. We're back to square, to neutral. Minute and 25 to go in the second period. This is a JV match. Taylor looking for a takedown, and he gets a takedown for 2 more, and it's 4-1. Five to one, excuse me, 5-1. He got an escape to start the period. Now he's got a half in. He's trying to drive the half over. And now he tries to switch the half to the other side. 45 seconds left to go in the period. Now he's got him halfway turned on the edge of the mat. Now he does have him turned, and he's receiving back points, looking for the fall. He's going to receive at least 4 back points here. If he does not get the pin, he's very close to getting the pin on the edge of the mat. Pushing down on the left arm. And there it is. Second period pin for Jake Taylor in the JV match. And I believe that will do it. So we have a 10-minute wait, so I will shut the feed off, and then I'll come back on when the match is ready to start. And we'll just let you watch and enjoy Jessup and Columbus, and then I'll be back with Columbus and Hudson for our third duel of the night.